Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aaron Take, and I'll be bringing the color commentary.
And this is Richard Gere. And race fans, we are now in the second semifinal of the EV tournament. Is that guy trying to put gas in the electric vehicle?
I have complete confidence he is.
Yeah, some habits die hard. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
The gorilla is really putting up
I'll tell you what, that is quite a fight going on. I don't think I'd want to be involved with a gorilla.
The moose burgers must be out of this world. Hey, let's announce the drivers.
You bet. Here we go. Race fans, in lane 1 of semifinal number 2 is Puff with Puff's Racing, and he is the number 3 seed. Next to him is Bay City Daryl. He's the number 5 seed, and he is driving that Jaguar I-Pace. The number 6 seed from Vapor Racing is Sneaky Bob. And on the inside lane from Tiny Track Cars, the number 4 seed is Ned Munson.
And race fans, if you're new to this channel, let me just tell you right up front, these 4 drivers are all experienced. Very tight competition. Every race is going to count. There's the scoring. 8 rounds of racing. And here we go. And Daryl in lane 3 has the early lead as he's coming along, and that Lucid Air with Puff is right nearby, but the Joker lanes with Sneaky Bob seems to have, and he does. He pulls out the lead, but Bay City Daryl is looking good. He and Puff go over the ramp, and now all together they converge. Wow, there's some squealing of tires and turning around, but it is Sneaky Bob who has the lead, coming down the Scrambler backwards, coming through a sub 25-second time. Nicely done. Ned Munson in second place. Here's Bay City Daryl in third, and Puff in that Lucid Air comes in fourth. Race 1 is in the books.
And let's get back to the instant replay package. There you see Sneaky Bob and that Remick Navera taking the lead, and Bay City Daryl has a lead over the jump in the main lanes. As they come down, Sneaky Bob is no sneak at all, and neither is Ned, as they both cut in on the drivers coming off of the main lanes. It is Sneaky Bob that takes full advantage and has the lead now after the first round of racing.
If there's any indication, race fans, as to what this race will look like, you've just seen it. A lot of battling will go on, and the lights are yellow. We've got Puff on the inside. And look at Bay City Daryl take the lead in lane 4 as but the Remick Navera, no, wait a minute. Ned has now got the lead down the Joker lane. Great drifting, oh my goodness, side by side, and Bay City Daryl sneaks out in the lead over Sneaky Bob. Here we come again, and we're all bunched up, and now Daryl got it from Ned, but he got actually saved by Puff. Ned Munson has the lead down the Scrambler, here he goes. He's coming through at first, and wow! Second place is just too hard to tell. We'll have to lean on Aaron and the instant replay.
These drivers certainly aren't messing around. Now take a look at the Are You Tracking instant replay. Watch Bay City Daryl come in and Sneaky Bob take full advantage here, trying to make the pass. That is gorgeous. An electric vehicle tournament, and they're drifting wonderfully. Ned just cuts things off. He is going to take the lead no matter what. And here they come around the big U. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And indeed, Bay City Daryl does sneak through in second place, but it is Ned Munson with the lead. He has 7. There you see the second place finish by Bay City Daryl.
Wow, I tell you what, Aaron, I don't think I can pick a dominant figure in this race. The cars have now rotated again, and Bay City Daryl is here on the inside. Sneaky Bob is on the outside. Here we go, looking good. Ned has a slight lead as they make their way through the undulations in the snow, and now Bay City Daryl seems to have the lead down the Joker lane. Good drifting by Ned, but look at Bay City Daryl. He is just... something happened. What, did somebody strap a rocket pack on his back? What do you have, JATO rockets? Because he is flying well ahead of the others. And now onto the Scrambler, sliding sideways, coming through, slowing down, but he's come in. Oh, and the Lucid Air is second place. There comes Ned, and we've got a sub-24 time.
What an excellent run.
That is amazing.
I agree with you, Richard. Now, before we get into Bay City Daryl's run, let's take a look here at Ned and Sneaky Bob doing wonderful drifts, making their way around. And this is going to show you just how smooth Bay City Daryl's run was as he makes his way well ahead of the others here, and already leaving the stage and onto runway 3. Very smooth around the big U. You know, these other drivers are just as fast, but what a run he had. Collecting 4 more points, Bay City Daryl is now tied with Ned Munson. And race fans, Bay City Daryl has posted the 5th fastest time. And
he even got slowed up at the end there. Quite an accomplishment.
Hey Richard, did you know that there have been no DNFs?
Oh, no, Aaron, don't go and jinx it, okay? Race fans, this is the last race before halftime. Okay, we've got Sneaky Bob on the inside, there on the outside. Ned had the lead and gave it up to Puff. Puff is just pushing his way out in the lead, drifting a little, over drifting, a little bit of a slow up there on the drift pad, and it is Sneaky Bob taking the lead. Here he comes, but oh my goodness! Look how Puff got in there, and now more wrestling. Daryl's cutting in. Sneaky Bob still manages to hold the lead down the Scrambler. He's going, keeping it well good. First for him, second for Puff. Third goes to Bay City Daryl, and Ned will take fourth. And no DNFs.
That's right, no DNFs. Well, very good here. Let's go back.
Something's wrong with your microphone there.
Track and replay. They can't hear me?
No,
Oh, well, they missed out on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Don't worry about that.
I guess we're having some sound problems?
That's right. Sounds like your hands are over your mouth.
They can watch this probably with a...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you
I
can...
hope they understand what's going on there.
Yeah, I think they do.
Interesting.
Okay, wait, Aaron, let me make an adjustment here.
As we come to the oh, it's working now. Good. As we come to halftime, you see that Sneaky Bob and Bay City Daryl, they are tied for the lead with 11.
Let's go to the halftime. Harvey, Billy, hold my beer, guys. So the next Soapbox Derby entry here is really quite smart. Look at that. Look how they've got a roll bar. This was sent to us from...
boy.
Did you check beforehand?
Richard, I can't find
I
it.
take that as a no. Okay. Professional commentary idiots at their finest. Well, whoever made this Soapbox Derby car, please leave your name in the comments so we can give you the credit you deserve.
Harvey was bouncing up and down up there at the top in the snow, but that roll bar, it kept him in.
Yeah, it sure did. Billy's got the stronger arms. Whoa! Oh, something happened there, and Harvey has been ejected onto the pavement.
Here, I'll grab my white pen. There's an arrow, so the race fans can see where Harvey lies.
Yeah, they were looking so good, too, and then they just kind of toppled, turned it all around. I think they're going to give it another try, and they sure are, and this time they're going to take Mo. Look at that, all three of them. I think Mo is holding Harvey down because he's looking more solid in the seat. I don't think Billy will have any problems with his strong arms, but here we go. Coming around, they're looking really smooth. Now, down onto the runway. This is where they had trouble before, and they're holding a nice straight line coming around the big U. Come on, guys! Fans are cheering you. Keep holding it on. Keep holding on. That was a great time, too. Look at that.
Congratulations to the unnamed builder. Please tell us who you are before I lose my job.
Okay, we're now into the second half of the racing, race fans. The scoring changes. The train bonus is going to apply to the two on the outside lane as they rotate through. And Bay City Daryl has a slight lead. Puff is right next to him. There, Sneaky Bob is pulling on the inside, and he's got the lead over Ned down the Joker. Bay City Daryl spinning around, and Puff has some trouble on the drift lane, and I think that was 2 points for Bay City Daryl. We'll see how much Puff gets later. Sneaky Bob has the lead. Ned is trying to bump his way past Bay City Daryl into second place, but Sneaky Bob will win. Here comes Bay City Daryl, and Puff comes in third. It is Ned in fourth place.
Well, and it's great to see all the competitors finish once again. And as we go back to the Are You Trekking replay, Bay City Daryl collects 2 points. There's the 2, and Puff will get 1. And here's a great view from the train. Although the camera can't even keep up with their speed, it's showing Sneaky Bob in the lead, and as they make their way around the big U, Puff in the Lucid Air is gaining a lot of momentum on the other two drivers, and he does come in third. The leader right now is Bay City Daryl, with Sneaky Bob 1 point behind, as we have only 3 races remaining.
Okay, and race fans, now you see Puff in the Lucid Air closest to us, but those getting extra point opportunities, Sneaky Bob in lane 3 and Bay City Daryl out on the outside. This will be Bay City Daryl's last opportunity. And look at how well. Oh, nice drifting, and somehow Sneaky Bob keeps Bay City Daryl at bay. 2 points for Sneaky Bob, and 1 point for Bay City Daryl. Whoa, look at the Lucid Air, driven by Puff, way out in the lead as the others are just scrambling or sliding, screeching their tires on runway 3. 4 points for Puff. Here comes Ned for 3. Oh my goodness, Sneaky Bob did not finish, and Bay City Daryl will take third place.
Wow, that was one critical mistake for Sneaky Bob, as he squandered an opportunity on the extra point lane. And here from the top view on the runway, Ned is the instigator of a lot of that mischief, but he gets spun around. Here comes Daryl. Daryl's going to give a push to Sneaky Bob, and Sneaky Bob's going to bump Ned, but in the end, Bay City Daryl adds 3 points. Puff pushes himself up and is now tied with Sneaky Bob.
Race fans, you can see from the point totals that this race, nobody is going to be stretching out any sort of lead. We've got Sneaky Bob on the outside. Ned next to him. Those two are vying for extra points. Look at the Lucid Air by Puff, and Bay City Daryl has a lead going down the Joker lane. Nice drift. Oh my goodness, what a great pass by Sneaky Bob from the outside, and he clears the train ahead of Ned. Bay City Daryl has the lead. The others are further behind. Bay City Daryl coming down the Scrambler, spinning it around, coming through once again. A first place finish for him. Ned comes in second, and we have lost the other drivers. Woo boy.
Take a look here, race fans. As Sneaky Bob comes from the outside, he draws a nice line, inside line. He even gets a tap from Ned, but maintains control. Check out again here how far ahead Bay City Daryl is. Now 4 points for Sneaky Bob, 3 for Ned as they go over the train. And Sneaky Bob's in second. He's spinning it around, but now he and Puff get tangled up. Ned takes advantage of it, and these two drivers come to a stop on the Big U. Bay City Daryl has 23, and Ned has 20.
Okay, race fans. So Puff and Ned, their chances for getting extra points will continue here. And keep your eyes on Puff because he needs at least 8 points to get in a tie with Daryl. The most he can get are 8 if he gets a 4-point bonus and finishes first. Right now it is Ned in the lead on the outside lane, but here comes Puff sneaking through, good drifting. He keeps Ned at bay. He's coming around and he's going to get 4 points. So will Ned. Here comes Sneaky Bob, and where is Daryl? We don't know yet. Right now, the Lucid Air by Puff, he is doing quite well. Hitting the Scrambler, turning it around. Here comes Ned, but he's going to push him out, and Ned will take second, and Daryl will finish with a point. Okay.
Yep. Remember, fans, it was Puff who was the highest seed. That's why he has the main lane inside line, and he keeps that lead as he's coming around. Now there's Bay City Daryl. Now watch what he does. He is going to push into Sneaky Bob, but he backs off for good reason. Meanwhile, there's the 4 points for each of the other racers over the train. And as we watch around the Big U, there's Bay City Daryl. Puff does everything he can. He comes in first, he collects 8 points. But race fans, with Daryl coming through and collecting 1 point for finishing, he and Ned Munson will be moving on to the finals. Congratulations, you two.
What a thrilling race. Semi-final number 2 has brought everything we could expect. From 4 very seasoned drivers, for Sneaky Bob and Puff, they're left wondering what if they did not have a DNF. But here you go, ladies and gentlemen, Ross Rodden, Snowy Shift, Ned Munson, and Bay City Daryl are into the finals, coming up soon, very soon.
Are you charging?
Yow!